Hello everyone, welcome to my channel W3Run. My name is Joyant Sarkar. I am full stack web developer and online instructor. In that lesson, we are going to create this clip mask scrolling parallax effect. You can see we have the text and the image as its background. And when we scroll down, otherwise scroll up, we have the parallax effect. So the image is fixed and we are scrolling through it. So let's see how we can create that. And before we start our practical, let me introduce you something. This project is part of my CSS and web animation complete guide course. Till today, it's come with more than 75 plus projects. As you can see, it is the highest rated course on Udemy. Also, you can notice it's come with more than 29 plus hour on-demand video and 225 downloadable resources. At that session, you can learn everything: DOM-related animation, keyframe-based animation, transition-based animation, SVG animation, GSAP animation, and many more. I will provide the link at my description and don't forget to check out it for once. And also don't forget to subscribe our channel if you like it. So let's get started. As you can see, side by side, I open my Visual Studio Code editor and my browser using Live Server extension. And I already created an HTML document named index.html. With that, I create style.css file and I link this style.css file with this HTML document. Now, as you can see in my current working directory, we have total 4 images. First one is for Delhi. It represents Taj Mahal. Second one is for Paris and it is represented by Eiffel Tower. Third one is Colosseum image and this represents Rome. And fourth one is Statue of Liberty, which represent New York City. Now, let's jump into the index.html file. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, inside the body tag, I'm going to take section tag, section, and inside that, I'm going to take a div tag, div, and our div class name is content. Then inside this div tag, I'm going to take a heading to tag, h2, and I'm going to type the city name Delhi. Next, I'm going to put a dummy paragraph for text. This is our dummy paragraph. And after that, for the button, for read more button, I'm going to take an anchor tag. So I take an anchor tag for read more button. Now after save that file, this is how it is look like. And in our style.css file, I already removed margin and padding. Also, I use box sizing border box and I remove the outlines. Not only that, also, I apply font family pop-ins. That's why it's look like that. Now, let's back to the index.html file. Now, at the same way, I'm going to duplicate this section tag multiple times, 3 times, because for other city like Paris, Rome, and New York. So first I duplicate it and replace the name. Here I'm going to replace Delhi with Paris. Then we don't need to change anything. After that, again I'm going to duplicate this section and name it Rome. And at last, again I'm going to duplicate this section and this time I'm going to name it New York. And I'm going to save that file. After save that file, this is how our page look like now. Now we need to jump into this style section. We done our HTML part. So let's jump into the style.css file. Now, the first thing we need to do, we need to target the tag called section. So here I'm going to type section. Section inside the curly braces. The first property I'm going to use position. Position, I'm going to make it relative. Then I'm going to define width. Width, and here I'm going to assign width 100%. After that, I'm going to define height. Not only height, I'm going to define minimum height. And here I'm going to define minimum height 100 VH, mean 100 viewport height. Next, I'm going to use display property. Display, and I'm going to make it flex. After that, justify content, center, align item center. So it's going to horizontally and vertically center the element. After save that file, this is how it look like. Now I'm going to add some padding. Let's add some padding, and here I'm going to type padding from top and bottom. I'm going to assign 50 pixel, and from left and right I'm going to assign 0 and set that file. Also, text align center. Now this is how it is look like. Alright guys, now let's target the h2 tag which is inside the content. So I'm type section, and from inside this section I want to target h2 element, h2 tag. And inside the curly braces, so first I'm going to define the font size of the city name such as Delhi, Paris, Rome and New York. So here I'm type font size, and I'm going to make it not 25 em, I'm going to make it 24 VW, 24 VW, and I'm going to save that file. This unit VW stands for viewport width. After that, I'm going to make all the text in uppercase. By default, they are in lowercase, so I'm going to type text transform uppercase. And next, I'm going to use font weight. Font weight, here I'm type font weight 900 because I need a little wider font. And line height 1 em. After save that file, this is how it is look like. It is look exactly that we want. Next, I'm going to target this paragraph which is inside that content. So here I'm to type section P. Inside the curly braces, I define maximum width 800, margin 0, from top and bottom 0, and left and right auto, padding from top and bottom 0 and left and right 20 pixel, and I set that fine. Now after that, we need to target this anchor tag which is inside the div element content. So to target this anchor tag, so let's jump into the style.css file, and here I'm going to select section.content class space anchor tag. Then inside the curly braces, the first property I'm going to use display, and I'm going to make it inline block. Then after that, I'm going to assign padding from top and bottom and left and right. Padding from top and bottom, I'm going to add 10 pixel, and from the left and right, I'm going to add 20 pixel. Then after that, also I'm going to add border. For border, here I'm going to add 2 pixel solid border, and our border color is black. Then I'm going to save that file. After that, we need to remove the underline from the text. So we need to type text decoration none. Next, we need to assign color to this button, color black, and from top I'm going to add little gap, so I'm going to assign little margin top 20 pixel, and also we need to make them capital, make the text capital. So type text transform capitalize, not uppercase, capitalize, and set that file. Now this is how it is look like. Then comes the most important part. We need to add background image to this h2 tag. I mean this h2 text. For every city name, we need to add the background. Let me show you. So here I'm going to target the first child of section, and the h2 element. Let me show you what I am talking about. So type section tag, and I'm going to use nth child selector nth child, nth child, and inside the round braces, at first I'm going to target the first h2 tag, so I type 1, and I'm going to type the tag name h2 which I want to target. So from inside the section tag, I want to target the first h2 tag. Then inside the curly braces, here I want to add background image, and I would pass the URL. And inside it, for Delhi, I'm going to add 1.jpg, and I set that file, and this is how it is look like. Then I'm going to cover this background image. So I'm going to type background size cover, and I set that file. This is how it is look like. Now at the same way, we need to add all the images. So I duplicate that section. This is for in child 2, and I'm going to assign image 2. Then for nChild 3, this is for nChild 3 and image 3. And at last for New York, nth child 4 and image 4. And I save that file. After save that file, as you can see, for every cities, it add the background image. Now I'm going to make this page full screen. Let me show you. For now, this is how it does look like. Now, I want to visible the background only inside the H2 text, not outside it. For that, we need to use clip. Let me show you. So I need to go inside this section and we need to target the H2, and here we need to use some other properties. The first property I'm going to use background clip. Background clip, and I want to clip text. After save that file, if I back to my browser, this is how it does look like. Then we need to make the text transparent. So here I'm going to type WebKit text field color, and we need to make text field color transparent. After making it transparent, if I go back to the browser, this is how it does look like. Now, to get the parallax effect, we need to fix the background attachment. Let me show you. To achieve this effect, here we need to use a property called background attachment, and I'm going to make it fixed. And I save that file. After save that file, if I back to my browser, now you can see our background is fixed and we achieve the parallax effect. I hope now the concept is clear for you how we are achieve this beautiful effect.